Hey everybody again. Okay, so this video is about creating your own RSS feeder on the site, and let's dig in. So one of the questions is how can I add my RSS feeder to the site or to a specific page, whatever you want there, or however you want to control the feeder and the look of it. So for that, we're gonna do we're gonna do this super fast. Okay, so we're gonna create a new section here. I mean settings, design settings, homepage. I mean the select content to display section. We'll create a new one here. Custom content. Create that puppy, and we're gonna create a widget, and we're gonna call it RSS feed, for example. Just that. Okay. Save it. I'm gonna save this, and then I'm gonna refresh the page because I don't really trust this thing when it saves. Just from experience. Like if it actually saves 100 times more without faking the saving, then okay, I got no problem with that. But okay, let me go to home page, click here. Let me just double check that I actually saved. Okay, beautiful. So we got a widget called RSS feed. Beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna go to toolbox, widget manager. We're gonna go to new widget. We're gonna put the name there, and then we're gonna paste the code that I have for a couple of years. Okay, already. I'm not gonna code the whole thing because the RSS feed includes the design too. So let me just paste the whole thing here. Here's my baby. It's a very simple feeder. Okay. When you're taking into consideration feeders, many times you need to understand that XML feeders, they don't really have a standardized way of the format that they use. So when you get the data to feed with, it things can go uh, sideways there. So you need to take that into consideration. So I'm just gonna do pages that I know have a standard XML feeder. If you do hop into a problem, then you know that the feeder needs to be rewritten to adapt to that uh, feed source. So let me show you a feed source. So for example, one of my Linux ones for Unix. So, well, Omega Ubuntu. Omega Ubuntu is a nice one. So here's their feeder. I'm gonna click there on the feeder. I recommend visiting that if you're like me, you're on Linux. I'm gonna copy that feeder. I'm just copying the URL and I'm gonna paste it here. The URL for the feeder. Okay. So I'm just gonna paste that puppy there. And I want to show you. Like right now we have the sample one, which is the one, and you can see that the thing is empty here. But the moment that I save this with that new feeder, then it's gonna show where it should show is oh my god Ubuntu. Yeah, there we go. So here's the oh my god Ubuntu. If we go to the actual page, you can see the latest one there. Ubuntu 22.10, everything you need to know. This is like an awesome site. I really enjoy reading everything that the editor creates here. So that's pretty cool. Um, so here's the feeder. And based on feedback from years back, what I added to this simple one is the ability to create two columns or one column. So if you put like two columns, actually, let me show you this part. So center column, if you set that as true, then instead of the thing looking like this, I'm trying to avoid the business owners trying to code, so it would look something like this. Okay, but for the case of the column layout, if you put two columns, then it would actually change this to a two column layout for the content. Okay, so you got like three different ways of organizing the feeder or the look of it and all that. For the look, if you're a developer that knows HTML and CSS, voila, look at that baby there. Very simple. And here's the CSS. Okay, the CSS there with some rules about if it's a one column layout with the center content, it adds some extra CSS. If you're a PHP developer, voila, look at that baby there. Obviously, this is a simple one, as you notice if you're a PHP developer, if you notice, because I'm doing a load XML there, but it was an old way of doing it. You got simple XML already, so that's much better. Um, but yeah, if you're a developer, from here down, you can play around with this. If you're a business owner and you don't have time for that, and which most likely is the case, you just play with this couple ones. You put the URL of your feeder. You say how many columns you want there. If it's two, this doesn't apply. If it's one, then you can center the information and you're done. You're the man or the woman, and you're done. Okay, you finish with your feeder, and you can have as many feeds pages as you want. Different, just rename this one and put it on another page and put another feeder there, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So hope you like this. Big hugs to everybody, and think positive.